you're moving from place to place, place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Calypso music plays an integral part in Trinidad and Tobago's culture, and recently we would have had the Afro-Queen show, and in that show we would have had the Winward Calypso competition, and sitting with us this morning we have none other than the Calypso Monarch, Miss Giselle Fraser-Washington. A special morning to you, and how are you doing this morning?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great. And you know, Calypso music is something that we hear on the radio, is something that, you know, we see youths participating in. So let us know what would have gotten you into Calypso music.
Prior to singing Calypso, I would have been singing different genres of music. I started singing Calypso in 2006, just because I thought I could do something different. And here I am for today.
Well, it's working out great in your favor.
Yes, it is.
And when we were at the show, the Afro-Queen show, very special to you, you would have had background effects of the weather. God gave you that rain, that suspense. So, you know, your performance was one that built a lot of anticipation. And when you came onto stage, you did not disappoint. And you would have paid homage to the late Royal Axback Titus. So tell us, what would have been the thought process in, you know, writing at Calypso, and how was the entire process for you, the whole planning and so on?
Well, Mr. Titus has been my writer for the last, well, how many years I've been singing. He was my mentor. He was a father figure. He was almost like, you know, like a daddy in your life kind of way. Yeah. So his death would have brought, well, let's say created a void for me. So I wasn't even certain that I would have been singing this year, because one, we would not have composed anything prior to his death. And then the emotional, yes, that would have made me wonder how I would have, you know, coped with the competitions this year. However, Mr. Titus, the song came, the idea came based on him in the cultural realm and the respect that he was given, you know, throughout his life in the Tobago aspect, or was it nationally. I thought that he was not respected enough. I thought not enough was done to honor him while he was alive, you know. So that is where the song came from. The song was penned by a cousin of mine, Sharon Phillips, and we just put it together, and that was it.
Great, great, great. Yeah. And your performance was absolutely amazing.
Thank you very much.
I don't think I had the opportunity to tell you that, but it was, you know, you just come and shake up the whole place and you woke up everyone, and we really, really loved that performance. From the visuals to the voice to the stage presence, it was just really a 10 out of 10 performance. And being the Calypso Monarch, what are some hopes you have for the future? What are some plans you have with your new title?
Well, nothing really, because honestly, I am presently getting students ready for SE exams. So I don't know what the Tobago aspect of it has planned for me. However, presently I don't have any plans per se to do anything presently. I don't know what the next few months will see.
Okay, great.
You know, so yeah.
Understood, understood. And to all youths out there, because we're on the youth show this morning, and I think we have a lot of young people that are getting into Calypso also. I think we would have had Annette Alfred's granddaughter. She would have given us a lovely, lovely performance. That's the Junior Calypso Monarch. And for young people, I want to get into Calypso. What are some tips you want to give to them, and, you know, that encouragement?
Well, you have to love what you do. You know, it takes a lot from an individual to go onto a stage in front of a crowd and sing. So once you love what you do, you believe in yourself, you give off your best, then everything naturally comes after a while. It doesn't necessarily mean that you will be perfect at first and don't expect to be. You know, you just give it your best, you look back at yourself, get somebody to tape your performances and look back at it. see where you would have fallen short and see where you could develop yourself better, and you will grow.
Okay, great.
You know, so don't just go into competitions to win. Go into competitions to do your best.
I really love that perspective.
Yes.
Go into competitions to do your best. Because sometimes as young people especially, everything for us, like we want to win. We just want to win, and we oftentimes forget that, you know, the journey, the lessons that we could take away from each experience. So I really, really appreciate that perspective. It's really amazing.
Because what happens is that the disappointment comes when you have this high expectation, and sometimes it's the people around you that really create that. Because they, you know, sometimes they say you're gonna win, nobody can beat you, and this kind of thing. You know? So you go in all hyped and thinking, well, you know what, nobody can beat me. But you go into the competition, although at times you know you would have deserved certain things and you don't get it, you will be disappointed. But just keep soaring, because it's not the end of the day.
It's not the end of the day. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. And earlier I would have heard you mention some of our other cultural icons, such as Miss Sharon Phillips. So at this moment, is there anybody else you'd like to thank who would have assisted you and supported you throughout this entire journey?
Hyacinthly, and I must say my parents in my class, Standard 5, W at Belgarden Anglican School, my students, my family, everybody who would have been in my circle. If I would have forgotten anybody, well, yes. Yeah, so my journey has been long, and it is not the end. I see myself pushing myself to the extreme limit, you know, because I think I have what it takes to, you know, tango with, you know, the national standards. So I'm going to keep trying till I get there, you know, so.
I appreciate that, Ms. Washington. I just want to thank you this morning for joining us. You know, you're so humble, you're so elegant, and you dropped gems. You left us with some really, really key takeaways. And I just want to thank you for joining us this morning on Tobago Updates on the Youth Morning Show. We appreciate it. So now we're going to end this segment with a piece of your Calypso.
Where they don't give them a want right after they dead, but oh well, because blacks did had to cross over for we to accept that he was great. They didn't even let black man sleep in peace. They defecate on the silent grave. We should be ashamed to put patriot to name. We should be incensed. Some Calypsonians can't pay their rent, not even a staff function hosted by the ministry, but they're gonna pay for in out and bless out, and they wouldn't hire. We should be ashamed. We should be ashamed. We should be ashamed. Oh, ashamed. So let me take the thing back to culture. Or as a people, we pay the price. We got to honor all the ancestors, pay respect for their sacrifice. They say ungratefulness is worse than obvious. This, my people, is true. And if you fail to treat the elders well, karma waiting for you for things to change. I say, with the culture, we cannot play wherever you go. People must know you're from Tobago. But oh no,